take care of the house for us, keep it good and protected, as he always does. And of course, he's gonna want to come with me. Sorry, buddy, you can't come this time. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, time to jump in the Jeep, head on out to 05 Charlie, Griffith, Maryville. Got the air conditioning blasting, so sorry about all that fan noise, but I need this air conditioning. Left poor Winston at home today. He wanted to come, but we got kind of a long flight, and Mom will be back for him before I'll actually be landing. So it's better for him to stay. He'll get a couple hour nap in, and then Laura should be back to take him out.
Fly for regional because flying was his passion. So I would say if you know flying is what you want to do, don't get discouraged because you think that one set path is the best way. You think that the military is the best way you're going to do it. And if you don't get in, that's it. You're just not going to do it. If that's
arriving here at the Griffith Maryville Airport, I was just listening to the Pilot to Pilot podcast on my drive over. If you guys have not subscribed, I'd highly recommend to do that. It's a great way to learn more about the industry and just network with other aviators. Grabbing the flight bag here. Got my both Pro Flight, some of my cameras in here. Heading in. You guys ready to go flying?
Yeah.
Did you see the flight plan I filed?
Yeah, Kilo 24.
Yeah, Russell County. Should be fun.
South.
I think that they should be coming in here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Who else is flying other than you, Green?
Okay.
Logan?
Yep.
Okay. Logan and Captain Green. Captain Green, are you gonna fly us down?
Yeah,
back?
ready? Let's go.
Good. And you wanna fly us back?
Yeah.
Alright, that's what we'll do. Captain Green, fly us down. Captain Logan, will fly us back. Should be good. What about you? What are you doing?
I bring a cage for you.
You bring what?
Cash.
Oh, good. Cash. Look, he brings the cash. What about you, Captain Green? Got any words of wisdom?
Yeah, today we will go to Kilo 24. Enjoy the trip.
All right. Make
Cool.
sure to smash that thumbs up.
Yep.
Subscribe. Leave a comment. Let us know how Captain Green does. Getting ready to take the King Air up. We're going to be taking off from 05 Charlie, Griffith, Maryville, headed to K24, Russell County, down near Cumberland. Any of you good boaters that love to do the water sports, you know Cumberland is a great destination for a lot of boaters. So hopefully we'll get some good views flying in there. We have Captain Keith Peterson, the world's finest line guy, pulling up right now with the fuel truck. He's gonna get us all topped off and ready to go. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen, Casey's Words of Wisdom.
Hello, folks. On today's episode of Casey's Words of Wisdom, we're going to talk about something very important, and that's networking. I don't care what your mama tells you. You can work as hard as you want, but it is all about who you know. All right. So networking is very important. You need to make friends, be nice to people. Integrity is huge. It's about what you do when you think no one's watching, because people notice. People see what you do for them, how you help them, and it all works in a big old circle. And I promise you, it'll help you get jobs. It'll help you find opportunities. I know people that you know that have gotten jobs from networking and who they know. So keep that in mind.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You can follow him on his personal Instagram account at
Pilot Peterson 25. It's a Peterson with a D, not a T.
Go share some love, heart some of those pictures. Make sure to follow. And we will see you on the next episode of
Casey's Wise Words of Wisdom.
Boom!
See ya!
See ya! And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, and just remember the callouts. It'll be clear on the left, clear on the right. Once we line up on the runway, it'll be heading checks, check. And then you're going to set the powers up to 10 on the torque. And then after you set that, we're going to be 80 knots, VMC, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. And then once we're gear up, you're going to bring the powers, the props back to 1900 on the RPM. So 1900. Then you're going to put the landing lights and taxi lights off. You're going to disarm the auto feather and you're going to put prop sync phaser on, and then you're going to call for the after takeoff or the climb checklist. Alright?
Okay, so now I call the departure, right?
No, I do the radio.
Okay.
So, I'll do the radio, you just fly the airplane, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Griffith Traffic, King Airt 567, Golf Juliet, departing runway 26. Griffith, there'll be left turn out to the south. Alright, clear over here on the right?
Clear the left.
Alright.
Cool.
It's warm out today.
Yeah, it's hot.
Heading checks.
Yeah, 260. Back to the center line. Okay, so that's the full power, right?
No, you eat the powers up to the torque of 10.
10.
Yes, don't put full power.
Okay.
Off the brakes.
Off the brakes.
Alright, thrust is set.
Thanks, thrust set.
Airspeed's alive.
Airspeed live.
You don't repeat me. Those are my callouts. 80 knots.
8.
EMC. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
So this one.
Wait for safe altitude. Pitching for the blue line. Now you got the safe altitude.
Yep.
Bringing in 1900 on the RPM for the props, which will bring your torque close to 12. Alright, you can finish the rest of your flow. Landing and taxi lights off.
And then this one off.
That is the
Auto feather.
Yep, that'll be off. And the prop sync phaser
Press feather.
on.
It's out.
There you go, and then call for your checklist.
The climb checklist.
Climb checklist, climb power,
Climb power set.
prop sync phaser,
Oh.
auto feather,
It's off.
engine instruments,
Monitor.
Traffic,
Cabin
Archer
sign.
27 Alpha Uniform is
As required.
entering the 45
Climb
downwind
checklist
for
is
runway
complete.
28 Bend
Roger.
Harbor.
and we can go ahead and turn on course. Alright, Griffith Traffic, King Airt 567, Golf Juliet's departing to the south. Griffith.
Bend Harbor traffic, Archer 27 Alpha Uniform is on the downwind for runway 28 Bend Harbor.
Victor 658, turn left heading 270 direct sales.
Left 270 direct sales, exit jet 658.
1 Alpha Charlie, turn left direct sales.
Left direct sales and Alpha Charlie.
West 2536, turn left direct sales.
Left direct sales, Southwest 2536.
Victor 658 is 5 miles from sales, cross sales 3000, cleared RNAV Yankee, Christian Zulu, runway 22 left, 170 knots on the speed.
Okay, cross sales of 3000 clear for the RNAV Zulu, runway 22 left and 170 on the speed, exit jet 658.
Captain and King Airt 567, Golf Juliet, leveling at 10,000.
10567 Golf Juliet, Chicago Center, climb maintain for level 190.
I'm taking flight level 190, King Air 567, Golf Juliet. There's flight level 190. I think that Echo Whiskey Oscar is called New Hope. Look it up. Yeah, New Hope. So direct boiler, direct New Hope, direct destination, Kilo 24. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. Just departed out of 05 Charlie, Griffith Maryville, and we're headed down to Kilo 24, Russell County. It's just on the north side of Lake Cumberland down in Kentucky. Beautiful area where a lot of people enjoy boating, fishing, and all kinds of awesome water sports. Today we have flying as Captain Green. And cool thing about Captain Green, as we climb through 11.5 up to 190, so we're above 10,000 out of stereo cockpit for you folks that are wondering. Cool thing about Captain Green is he was actually the very first individual I met when I got off the plane in Chengdu. Yes, Chengdu. And I had flown from Chicago, I had gone to Beijing, and then transferred from a flight in Beijing, landed in Chengdu, and we got there late at night, tired from a 14-hour flight across the pond, and then another 2 to 3 hour flight, I think it was, from Beijing to Chengdu, something like that. So, to say the least, we're pretty worn out. It was nice to see a face of somebody who was there to help us, and who spoke our language. Yeah. He had a little sign with his school name on it, right? Yes. So then we knew, hey, that's who we need to go with. So he took us to our taxi, and we headed from Chengdu up to Guanghan. Yeah, Guanghan, our university. Yeah, so here, Kafuk, which is the Civil Aviation University of China. Oh, Civil Aviation Flight University of China. Yeah, which is the largest flight school in all of China, isn't it? Yes, yes. Yeah. Biggest one. So we headed there where we did some teaching for a while and then selecting students that would come to the U.S. Yeah, cool. That's pretty cool things. Green was one of the students that got selected. Yeah, I'm lucky. That was definitely super cool. They got selected, but in all the months that he's been here training through his private, his IFR, his commercial, we never flew together. Yeah. So just the other day, our first flight he did over as my FO, and then today he is now my I'm a captain, and I am his FO. So there's how the roles change. That's why you need to always treat your FOs nicely, because you never know when they'll be your captain. Yeah, cool.
567 Golf Juliet, contact Chicago Center 135.75.
135.75 King Air 567 Golf Juliet. Great day. Chicago King Air 57 Golf Juliet 13.9 climbing flight level 190.
Number 567 Golf Juliet, Chicago Center, welcome.
So other than your first solo, what other experiences were pretty neat while you've been here in the U.S.?
The snow, the winter in the Chicago. You know, I never seen the snow before I came to America. Oh, really? Yeah, it's my first time. I live in
what a shock, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I live in south of China. There is no snow on winter.
Yeah.
Even no frozen.
Right.
Order.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, so that would be like if you're in the U.S., if you lived in like Florida or California or one of the southern states, you come up to Chicago, the winter is a big shock.
Yeah.
You gotta bundle up.
Anybody up?
So much.
Yeah. And even in those small planes with the heaters, sometimes the heaters aren't that good, and you're so cold.
Yeah, when on a cold day, but the weather is nice, we all want to solo. The Dan told us, you can't. It's too cold outside.
Yeah.
In case of the.
Yeah, because at some point it's so cold that it's dangerous for the engine.
Yeah, it's really dangerous. Yeah.
And if you have an issue, in let's say you get stuck at an airport out in a rural area, there's a chance you could get frostbite very quick when it is that cold.
Yeah. And never shut down your engine when you do the cross country in case you cannot restart it.
Right. Yeah, when it's minus 10 below zero, wind chill 15, 20 below zero, it's just brutal.
Yeah, up to 230, 81 Mike Sierra.
Number 4240.
So you fly the jet this morning?
This morning,
Number
I would.
790 Zulu traffic.
This morning I went to Midway to work on my badge. So I had a birthday recently, and when I have the birthday, the badge expires for the year. So then I have to go and get a new badge.
Say again?
So I have a new badge so that I can get into the secure areas of the Midway airport.
Left turn, please.
Because not everybody, 1,000 to go, 180 coming, flight level 190, and then set 29902.
Delta 228065, Lieutenant, hello.
Because we're going into the flight levels.
180.
Yeah, so I had to go up to the badging office and get my badge renewed. And then tomorrow, I'll fly the jet, the Gulfstream.
Delta 2286.
Cool. Yeah, pretty nice.
Delta.
It's a beautiful jet.
Beautiful jet.
Yeah. So Green, as a team leader, what would you suggest? Some of the Chinese students, a lot of times they might watch the channel. What would you recommend to them or suggest to them to make their time at Griffith better? Whether that's for learning and schooling, or maybe something fun that they can do to enjoy their experience in America a little bit better. What would your recommendation be?
Yeah, I think before we come to America, we can spend a lot of time on the spoken English, and because when we are here, we need to use the whole English with other people. So if you can do some just like a spoken training before you be here, and especially the flight the words about the flight,
the aviation terminology.
Yeah.
I agree with that. No, that's very important.
Yeah, it's very important.
It seems to be an issue that English is, not the easiest language to learn, especially when it's not your mother language.
Yep.
But it's so important because you'll use this the rest of your career, and especially during your time in the U.S. to get your certificates. The FAA is emphasizing English proficiency. Even if you're a super good pilot and you're very smart and know how to pass the tests and exams, if you don't have good English, you can fail out and then get sent back to China, which would be very, very discouraging. And we hate to do that, but it's the rules,
Yeah.
It's out of our control. So definitely I would say that is good advice to recommend to any of the students wanting to come and study in the U.S. to work on their English proficiency. And then while they're here, don't just sit on the internet and play the video games or hang out in the apartment. Make sure to get out and talk to people and improve your English skills.
Yeah, and we all know the English is an international language, especially for the aviation.
Yes.
If in the future you want to fly as a captain to international flight, you must use the English language, not just Chinese.
Right.
Yeah.
Very true. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Just south of Louisville. They just cleared us direct to our destination. Just a moment, I'm gonna request to get direct to Teos for the RNAV runway 5. We've started our descent from flight level 190. We are cleared pilot's discretion down to 11,000. We're going to be planning to do the RNAV runway 35 into Russell County there, Jamestown, Kentucky. Approach course is 359, runway length is 5,010 feet, touchdown is 990, approach elevation is 1010. We'll plan to cross Teos at or above 4,000, Lagny at 2,700, and Jael at 1,880. Minimum is at 1240. Time to go. Roger, 12,000 descending, 11,000.
Number 7 Golf Juliet, descend and maintain 7,000.
Descend and maintain 7,000 for King Airt 567 Golf Juliet. And we are training flight and we're requesting the RNAV runway 35. If we get direct Teos, that'd be great.
Roger, so much.
If we have to go missed, it'll be a climb to 4,000 direct to... What's that? How do you pronounce that? Ticket and hold. That'll be the plan.
Golf Julia, you're now cleared to the Russell County Airport via direct to Teos intersection, then direct, and maintain 7,000.
Alright, direct Teos, then direct to Kilo 24, down to 7,000 for King Airt 57 Golf Juliet. Appreciate it.
Number 7 Golf Juliet, contact India Center 124.62, and they have your clearance for the approach.
12462, King Airt 57 Golf Juliet, good day.
Have a good one.
Good afternoon, King Airt 57 Golf Juliet, 9,200 descending 6,000.
November 567 Golf Juliet, Indy Center, Roger. London altimeter 3001.
3001, King Airt 57 Golf Juliet.
November 567 Golf Juliet, I understand you're requesting the RNAV to runway 35?
Affirmative, the RNAV runway 35 and we're direct Teos right now.
November 7 Golf Juliet, thank you.
Captain Green has been doing a pretty good job. Hopefully he will do a good approach in here. We've briefed the approach, we have the weather. We did the approach, we've talked about there's no notice that should be a problem for us. Probably the biggest threat is it's a new airport to him. 1,000 to go. 7 descending 6,000. And also there's some training going on. We'll keep each other honest. Fly the airplane first and foremost. And we'll see how he does setting up the approach. The main thing we want to remember is that before the final approach fix, we want to have approach flaps down, the gear extended, and also the before landing checklist complete. Alright.
3 Eastern for Virginia, North Carolina, West Virginia, Tennessee, expect segment 740.
We know approach flaps can come down at or below 174. At 156 we can drop the gear, and at 140 and below we can have full flaps. 96 is the recommended approach speed. And what's our maximum landing weight?
Maximum running weight?
Landing weight.
Oh, it's 9,700 pounds.
That is right, 9,700, which we are below that with the fuel that we've burned off. So we're good that way.
Yep.
Alright, 4,000 is set, and we are starting down.
Yeah.
You can see ahead of us, Lake Cumberland.
That's a little bumpy.
This is where a lot of people will do a lot of boating and a lot of houseboats out here. So people will camp for weeks and weeks and weeks out here at Lake Cumberland. My buddy, he had his bachelor party down here at Lake Cumberland early this summer.
November 567 Golf Juliet, just a heads up, I believe you're aware there was an aircraft that's currently about 8 miles at your 7 o'clock. They're headed into Russell County VFR, currently 3,400, and they're about 2 miles north of the field.
Alright, we do have them on TCAS, but not in sight. And with our planned procedure turn, they should be able to beat us in there and not be an issue for King 567 Golf Juliet.
1,000 to go.
And 7 Golf Juliet, Roger, I would concur with that. They should be in there by the time you make the procedure turn and head back north, but just wanted to make sure you were aware if you weren't already.
Thank you, sir.
Center, Wisconsin, 3864, flight level.
If you look off here about our 1 o'clock, that's the dam that holds all the water in for all of Lake Cumberland area. So this dam over here is what holds all the water in. All of this is a man-made lake. Man-made lakes.
Okay.
So they put the dam there, and the big gorges, the big valleys filled up, and it's very deep. The water will drop from like 2 to 3 feet deep down to 50 and 60 feet deep almost instantly. So you'll be walking down the edge and it just drops down, which is really cool because if you want to go diving off your boat, it's no problem. You can dive and keep diving and swim down as long as...
7 Golf Juliet, 11 miles north of Takeoff, cross Takeoff at or above 4,000, cleared RNAV, runway 35 approach into Russell County Airport.
Cross Takeoff at or above 4,000, cleared the RNAV, runway 35 into Russell County for King Airt 57 Golf Juliet. Alright, leveling off at 4,000, we are cleared for the approach. That's a pretty magnificent dam. If that thing ever let loose, I couldn't imagine the amount of flooding that would happen. But the Lake Cumberland area is so beautiful.
Yes.
567 Golf Juliet, report Takeoff inbound.
Report Takeoff inbound for King Airt 567 Golf Juliet. You can see all the where all the boat docks are.
Yeah.
A lot of those boats are houseboats.
Well,
so they have kitchens and bedrooms and bathrooms in them.
This place is beautiful.
Yeah. So if you look off there to the left, that's actually the boat area that we rented our houseboat
and
for.
And in there.
Yeah. A lot of people come here for vacation.
You can take your boat here?
We've taken our boats there, yeah. A lot of the pilots from Griffith, they all got together.
Wow.
We brought several of our boats here.
You rent boat here or?
Well, we rent the houseboats. We rent the houseboats for like a week or a few days, depends on how long you want to. Yep. And then you can bring your own boats to go around and do water skiing and boating and the water sports. So you bring, usually a few of the buddies bring their boats, so there's usually 2 or 3 boats there, maybe a wave runner or some stand-ups or jet skis, and then rent a houseboat or 2 houseboats, so it's a lot of fun. Yeah. Highly recommend it. And he just wants us to report Taos inbound. So if I forget, make sure to remind me to report that, alright?
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Doing good, green so far. So it's captured, so let's go ahead and come down here and arm the approach. Hit that, there we go, that's all you need to do now. Let's arm the approach, and then in here, this should say autopilot, or it should say glide slope armed here pretty soon. But it'll come in and it'll start to capture it, alright? Yeah. So right now, what I would recommend is you ask for approach flaps.
Approach flaps?
Roger, here comes the approach flaps. If you see up there ahead of us, just about 12 miles or so, that's our destination airport, right in front of us. King Airt 57 Golf Juliet, Taos inbound, RNAV, runway 35.
November 567 Golf Juliet, roger. And advise your IFR cancellation either on this frequency in the air or on the ground through flight service. Actually, I'm not sure if you can hit me on the ground from there.
Alright, it's armed, so that's good.
Either in the air or on the ground with flight service. Change advisory is approved.
King Airt 57 Golf Juliet, we have the airport in sight. We'd like to go ahead and cancel IFR this time.
November 7 Golf Juliet, roger. IFR cancellation is received. Squawk maintain VFR. Good day.
Alright, Squawk and VFR, we'll talk to you on the way out. King Airt 57 Golf Juliet, thanks for the help today. Alright, so we'll go ahead and Squawk 1200 now.
1200.
Then it should capture here. There's glide slope capture.
Glide slope.
So basically the airplane's going to fly down on its own. And then I would recommend...
Gear down, please.
Gear down. Yeah. So there's the gear. And then once we get in past the Lagny or so, that would probably be a good place to do the final set of full flaps. And then also, I would click the autopilot off and just hand fly it the rest of the way. It's good to get a good feel about 1,000 feet before touchdown for what the airplane's doing, and it usually makes a better landing. So now, go ahead and do your flow. Put the landing lights on, the taxi lights on, arm the auto feather, and prop sync phaser off. No, arm the auto feather, prop sync phaser off. There we go. And now you can go ahead and ask for the before landing checklist.
Okay, landing checklist, please.
Alright, before landing checklist, I'll run that as soon as I make a radio call.
23.0.
Russell County traffic, King Air 567 Golf Juliet, 7 mile final, RNAV runway 35, Russell County. Landing checklist is complete.
Thanks.
Right off there, off of our right wing, that's where we rented our houseboat from.
Yeah.
Pretty neat, right?
Oh, what's the length of this runway?
Say again?
How about the runway length?
The length is 5,010 feet long, so you've got over 5,000 feet to work with. But let's try to land it between the numbers and those big white dashes.
Big white dashes, yeah.
We're trying to get it in the landing zone.
3 mile final runway 35.
So right now I would recommend getting rid of the autopilot and then bringing the power back to closer to 4. We're going a little too fast.
To 4, right? To 4. Back to 4, right? After the autopilot disconnected.
Yeah, so take it off.
This one?
Yep. Down? Right here. There we go.
Okay, autopilot's off.
So reduce the power to about 4. Because we're going pretty fast in here. We want to be going about 96.
96.
Yeah. Let's get it to 140 and then call for full flaps.
140. Oh, full flaps, okay.
Alright, full flaps?
Full flaps.
Here comes full flaps.
I think a little low.
No, you're right on. It's just the hills are creating an optical illusion for you.
Yep.
But trust the lights. You got 2 on the white, 2 on the 2 whites on the left, 2
white,
reds
red
on the right. You're good. You're right on glide path. So keep it coming in.
96.
You're right on the money. Everything's looking good. Airspeed's good.
Airspeed's
Pitch is good. Glide path is good. Everything's good.
Cool.
Cool. Start easing back that throttle. Just nice and gentle. Doing good. Keep it coming down. Just keep it coming down, just like that. There we go. Keep it coming down. Keep it coming down. There we go. Beautiful. Now I'll put your props forward. Go ahead and put the reverse in. Nicely done, Green.
Woo!
A little bit of right of center, but a very gentle touchdown. I like it right there. Just 40 knots. Easing out the rest of that reverse.
It's back.
Awesome. I've got flight controls.
Okay, your control.
I'll bring in a little bit of brakes for us. Flaps coming up, and you can run the after landing checklist.
Okay.
Nicely done, Captain Green.
Thanks. Landing and taxi lights.
They are. We can get rid of the landing.
Loading taxi. Okay, ice protection. Off.
Russell County traffic, King Air 57 Golf Juliet back taxi.
We can use this taxiway and we can change the seat.
Alright, sounds like a winner. See what I'm talking about, how important it is to have a stabilized approach? If you have the nice stabilized approach and you're on glide path, you're on airspeed, the landing is beautiful, right?
Yeah, with your help.
I didn't touch the controls. It's all you, man.
Thanks.
I talked a little bit, but other than that, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, but yeah, thanks.
Russell County traffic, King Air 567 Golf Juliet is clear runway 34, Russell County. Alright, we'll go down here. It doesn't look like it's a busy airport, so we'll go down to the end. We'll get the GPS set up and then switch out pilots, and then we'll be good to go.
Perfect.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the beautiful Russell County Airport. If you were looking to... We're looking at our ATC communications. That was the Cirrus that we had following us in. Of course, they beat us in because we went out to shoot the approach. I landed here one other time in the Piper Arrow when I came down here for my buddy's bachelor party that we had. I haven't got a chance to edit that video yet, but you'll see that one either before or after this one. I don't know which one I'll end up editing first. One thing that you need to be warned about with this airport is a beautiful, nice, awesome little airport. But there is no Uber. There is no Lyft. So there's no Uber. There's no Uber. Yeah, there's no Uber. There's no Lyft. And there's not even a taxi. So if you don't have a friend to come pick you up, you're going to be out of luck, because there is nothing within walking distance of here. There's no McDonald's, there's no Starbucks, so we can pick you up. This is the middle of the boondocks. Beautiful, but still the boondocks. You need to have your own form of transportation if you're coming in here. Alright, press very hard as you can with your brakes, and then set the parking brake. We'll go ahead and get the GPS set up, check the weather, and be on our way. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that thumbs up, give it a like, and as always, leave a comment below. We always like that, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, what are you waiting for? Anyway, Captain Green, any words of wisdom you have for the individuals before they go?
It's my first time by myself to land, and with the help of co-pilot Mark. Thank you very much. Thank you for your watching.
Alright, that sounds like a winner, Captain Green. It's been a pleasure flying with you. I look forward to flying with you next time.
Thanks. Okay.